beautiful Taurians, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your twin flame reading. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I will never ask for personal details, and I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Taurians, this is your twin flame reading. It's a reading for twins who are currently in separation. The first pile will be your pile, the second pile will be your person's pile, and the third and fourth pile will be the unified energy of how things are going to come together, okay? Also, this reading is good for the end of April, right through to the end of May, and just a little bit beyond there. So let's see what's going on in the relationship and how it's transforming during the next coming weeks and months. Also, I really want you to be aware of what a twin flame connection is, because if anyone is mentally, physically, or emotionally abusive, that is not a twin flame connection. That is more likely to be a false flame connection, and it will waste your wonderful time and drain you of your beautiful love, okay? Twin flames, they are magnetic, very intense relationship. When you first meet your person, you just know that there's just something otherworldly about this person. It's almost obsessive when you first meet each other, and the feeling is mutual. Both you and your person are drawn to each other, but at the same time, there is a space in between. And twin flames, they're actually activated relationships. So it's more about accepting your spiritual awakening with this relationship than it is to do with your twin at all at first, okay? So when you meet your twin, basically it's mirrored behavior. So your twin, of course, is identical in your energy. It's almost when you meet your twin, they feel like an extension of yourself. I say extension of yourself because there is like a concept where people believe that the twin is your other half, but that somehow implies that you are not whole all by yourself, and you'll constantly feel like something is missing or searching for something in another person. But I really want you to be aware a twin flame is an extension of yourself, and you meet in the same vibration. So if you think of magnets, identical in polarities, they attract each other but also repel each other because they are identical in polarities there. So there's always that space in between. If this magnet moves this way, the other one's going to retract. It's going to always be the same space in between. And that's why this magnet, so this will be the chaser, has to put all that care, devotion, love, and attention into themselves and their own spiritual path, changing the vibrations, and then, the other magnet starts to change their frequency as well. It actually encourages your twin flame to step up and do some spiritual work. Now, as I said, twin flame is mirrored behavior. So when you actually meet your twin, you're actually looking at parts of yourself that you've been avoiding for quite some time. Let's put it that way. Twins, they tend to meet after a period of trauma or difficulty or some sort of disappointment. And when you meet your twin, it amplifies that energy so that you cannot ignore it. So you have to process it. And this is something, for example, if you've been through, a separation before you met your twin, and there was some sort of insecurity, trust issues, or codependency in that previous relationship, when you meet your twin, it amplifies what you've just experienced so that you can really look at it and are forced to change it, resolve it within yourself. It's basically, we do have a flipper here. Your person is thinking about you. You are on this person's mind. That's a Taurus card that's just popped out for your person. But I want you to be aware, twin flame is a sacred union, and It's a result of shared difficulty and pain. They reflect back to you your greatest strengths, but also your greatest weaknesses. So when you take a step back from your twin, you focus on your greatest strengths at first. So you launch yourself into your career maybe, or into your spiritual path, your true life's calling and mission. But also it gives you time to reflect on things that need to be healed within yourself. And their presence, as I said, actually amplifies these areas to promote healing, personal growth, and transformation. So it is a catalytic kind of relationship, and it's very difficult. You know this already. It's not the unicorns and rainbows that Hollywood would have us believe. However, look at that. We've got 2 Kings of Pentacles. I love this deck because there are 2 kings, 2 emperors, and my guides actually asked me to keep both of the cards. You can choose to keep one set in and take the other out, but my guides asked for all of them to be left in because each one tells a story. So it's a beautiful deck there, The Tower of the Mystical Moments by CATRIN WELZ-STEIN. Now, twin flames, as I said, very painful dynamic. Not everybody takes the twin flame journey. You can cut a cord, okay? And you can meet soulmates in this lifetime as well, but there's only one twin flame. Not everybody gets to meet their twin flame at this present moment. So when you meet your twin, it's because you have a mission, you have a calling, something that you feel compelled to do in this lifetime. And basically, both parties need to separate for a period of time because there tends to be a runner, chaser, and a separation period. And that time is spent evolving and connecting to your personal development path, but also your calling and your mission. And when both parties are accepting that journey, then there is a frequency change and you come together in a match. It's not a game, it's an energetic exchange. When I met my twin, I was the runner. I actually had gone through a very damaging relationship before I met my person, and I actually pushed my person away. I didn't mean to. My whole heart and soul wanted to scream from the mountaintops, I love you, I want to spend my life with you, but I had fear. I was in denial. I said I didn't need love, I don't need anybody, don't want anybody, because I've been so hurt in a previous experience, and I just kept my twin at arm's length. And, I wasn't playing a game, I was just scared. Everything I really wanted to say got stuck in my throat, and I actually just thought, it's best that they didn't connect to me because I was a bit of a mess, so I thought I'd just bring them down to my mess. So part of me was kind of really thinking about them. I thought it was better that they stayed away from me because I felt I couldn't offer anything to that person at that time. And I had a lot of self-loathing as well due to the previous experience. So everything's not really black and white. Humans, we go through some very complex thoughts, secret thoughts, inner world thoughts, and also, what we present to the outer world. Although we are being authentic in that moment, sometimes, we do hide a part of ourselves because we're scared or we feel that we'll be judged because of previous experiences. So there's a lot going on in a twin flame connection. There's so much more out there to read about it. So please do. That's just like a little bite size of what to look out for in a twin flame dynamic. But your first card there is the mouse. So I feel like you're making yourself scarce. I really feel like you're withdrawing at this time. You're still thinking about this person from time to time. The mouse energy indicates a level of worry, anxiety. You know that you've met your twin. This is your protagonist energy. You've got the twin card, 2 of Cups there. So you know that you're in love with this person. They are an extension of yourself. It's almost like when it's really good with this person, it is like you being on top of the world. But of course, when it doesn't go so well and this person, there's an energy here with the Devil card on their part that I feel to some degree they're actually obsessed with you when it comes to thinking about you. However, this person you're dealing with, there could be some level of addiction going on there. It could be codependency. It could be fear. I will tap into their energy in a moment. But right now, I feel like you're in the withdrawing stage because you can't do this anymore, okay? The mouse energy indicates that it's almost like you've become really small, or you feel like you are only a small part in this person's world, that they've just gone off without you in some way. But they've got the King of Pentacles here. The King of Pentacles is a Taurian card. So you are on their mind heavily when it comes to love. But they're single right now. And I feel this person is trying to change their life around. Are they ready for a twin flame connection at this time? I would say the answer is no. I have to be honest with you there. But I do see that they're taking action to change their life. I would always say never wait for your twin. Don't wait for anybody. Your life is yours and it's here to be lived. When the moment is right, you will always be drawn back towards your twin. You know, what is meant for you will never pass you by. And each person has a spiritual path. You know, you've got yours, you're working on your timeline, and your person is also working on their timeline. And sometimes they're playing catch up. And I see here that your person is playing catch up. Twin flames who are the chaser, the person who is willing to surrender to the union from the very beginning, they tend to be a little bit more spiritually evolved, or they tend to have had a really difficult experience that they have tried in some way to resolve, but not fully resolved before they meet their twin. And the twin who's the runner tends to have had a difficult or challenging experience, and they've avoided it. They put it in a little box, pretend it'll never happen again, and it didn't happen, and they're just running away from something, and they just keep running until they meet their twin, and it stops them in their tracks, and they have to really look in that mirror and see things within themselves that they've been running away from. And it can feel really overwhelming. But your card energy here, it's number 23. When you reduce it, it's 5. 2 plus 3 is 5. So that is a card of challenge. You found this connection really challenging. It's a big old headache. You got a 10 of swords here. But also, I feel like you've been doing a lot in this connection. I feel like it's hard to stop thinking about this person, especially when you really want to. However, I feel like, you know, you're on the precipice of change, because in your head, to some degree, it's over. It's done. You can't do this anymore. It's been too difficult. It's caused too much stress. And you just want to get on with your life. Part of you is wondering, should you open yourself up to a soulmate, whether you should completely withdraw and focus on, you know, another love elsewhere. You don't really want to do that, but I really get a sense here that you've had no other choice, because you may have felt that this person breadcrumbed you, or it was slim pickings in the relationship. You feel like you did a lot in this connection, and now you're in the sort of cautious withdrawal stage. But actually, that's the most important stage, because that's when you're a catalyst for change. Have you ever noticed when you step back from your twin, they step towards you? Again, it's not a game, it's an energetic exchange. And I feel it's really important to recognize that when you put all of that time, dedication, love, and focus on your own life path, that's when you're changing the frequencies, and your person is, you know, nudged, as it were, to do the spiritual work. So they are actually changing something that, I mean, the Devil card can also indicate this person's a little bit stuck in their life, but there may be a level of toxicity in this person's life that they need to resolve before they can really truly love you, because unless they love themselves, they can't love you. And I feel this person, they don't really love themselves. I feel deep down they're trying to build confidence and change their life in some way. But I get a sense here there's a tempting kind of pattern that this person tends to fall back into. And you're not about it anymore. You're done. You're like, I can't do this. 10 of Swords, 10s tend to be endings. So that 10 of Swords there, I feel like, you know, you've come to a point of epiphany where you need to end an old way of thinking, and you're not waiting for this person. I don't think you've ever really waited for this person. You've really got on with your life. But at the same time, I get the sense that now you're responding differently to this very challenging situation. And for you, I feel like this pattern, it no longer serves you. It's run its course, and you're like, done. You can't do this anymore at all. And also, you may have had friends or family members tell you it's time to move on, or, you know, I feel like maybe some people have had some input in your life, and it's like, it's not doubt. I don't feel it's doubt. I feel like you're watching actions rather than words at this time, and you see that this person's actions are very inconsistent, okay? So I feel like you've been doing a lot of overthinking on this, maybe even tracing conversations and, you know, moments with this person to see if they actually really loved you. The answer is yes, this person does love you, but I feel to some degree they're caught up in a very toxic pattern or a cycle of repeat, and they're trying to break out of it, but they're not there yet, okay? Also, we have that 2 of Cups there for you. Now, really interesting, because as soon as I hear, as soon as I hold this card, I'm hearing a song. One moment, please. Let me really tap into that. you know, it was really fast. It came in really quick, and now it's sort of gone. It was really muffled, but you know, I couldn't quite catch all of the lyrics. But it was something like, I can give you more than that guy, or something like that. I can't. Oh gosh, it came in really fast, and when I went to focus on it, it went really muffled, and it was gone. So okay, I'm gonna have to move on from that. If I can like really think about what the song sounded like when I finish this reading, then I'll put it in the comments below. Sorry, sometimes it does that. Sometimes because I'm clairaudient, and sometimes I'll hear the song and it comes in really like strong. You know, if you're in silence, because I'm obviously scrying and channeling, and then you're in silence and suddenly you hear like a loud burst of a song, it's very distracting. And by the time you really focused on it, it's gone. And you're like, what was that? So it was kind of like that. So I'll have to move on from that. I do apologize. I wouldn't have mentioned it if I couldn't hear it at first. Yeah. We'll move on. If it comes up again, I will mention it. But the Two of Cups, I'm actually getting an energy, and maybe that's what this song burst was about. I get an energy here that there's someone already interested in you who is not your twin. So this could be a friend, or it could be a friend of a friend, or perhaps you've even started talking to someone new and you're wondering, should I, you know, pursue this any further, or should I actually just wait for my twin? But with the Ten of Swords there, I feel, you know, there's an ending here that's promoting a new beginning for you at this time. So, yeah, I'm trying to really think about that song, but yeah. Anyway, I'll move on from it. I'm not going to just make something up, or, you know, I've got to give you exactly what I'm being given in this time frame. But the Two of Cups, I feel like there is the opportunity for you to connect to a soulmate if you're deciding to cut the cord with your twin flame. However, you do have the star energy, which means you're doing a lot of healing at this time. The Fool card, yeah, the new start. So I do see that there is someone who is a little bit younger than you, who is interested in you at this time. It will be a fresh start. This person, of course, if you're deciding not to go for your twin flame and you're moving on from this, loyal relationship coming in. This person who's coming in or is already present in your life, this new person, I feel actually they've got some very strong Taurus in their chart as well. So I do feel like it's a meeting of minds, and both of you understand each other on a different level. It's not as intense, let's put it that way, as your twin flame connection. However, it's still really romantic and loving and caring and kind, is what I see there coming in. So, but I feel there's a lot of electricity and passion that sometimes is not sustainable with your twin flame because of their present vibration. But when they resolve those things and heal those things, it can work. So I want you to be aware of that. But yeah, there is a new relationship coming in if you don't know who this is already, and you'll have to choose, I feel. Right now, I feel like you're taking time to focus on you. All of your energy has been focusing inwards to create stability in your world, both financial but also emotional stability. I feel like you're tapping into your spiritual gifts at this time. And again, you know, you're getting cards of caution. So it feels like occasionally you want to know what your twin's up to. Some of you may, from time to time, have a little peep on their social media if they are on social media. For some of you, you're trying to be really good and not give in to temptation and see what they're up to. So I do feel right now you're trying to keep yourself in an energy of restraint where you're like, nope, not going to connect to this, don't want to know, but at the same time, kind of want to know a little bit. So that's the energy I've got coming out. It may not resonate with everyone, so please take it as it resonates. I have to honor the cards that I'm given when I shuffle, and at the same time honor the energy that comes in. Now your person, as soon as I pick up this card, I'm seeing a cactus in the water at the same time as showing you the bear. Now this indicates that this person is one tough cookie. They're very resilient. They've endured some very harsh circumstances. This person was also very bullied when they were younger. They may have told you this. There are no excuses, of course, so I'm not here to take anyone's side or give anyone an excuse. I'm here to understand the person, the energy, and therefore I can sort of work out the outcome energy as well. So that's what I'm here to do. They've also got number 15, which is the devil card. So this person, there is an energy here of fear, obsession, of control over their emotions. I feel this person's been holding back. And this person is deeply afraid of intimacy. You probably know that yourself. You don't need me to tell you that. But I feel this person, it actually hurts them to know that they hurt you, is what I'm being given. And bizarrely, I'm being given an image of the solar eclipse. When the solar eclipse happened, wherever they are, whether it was partial or full, wherever they are located, they actually were thinking of you. They thought of you a couple of times, wondering if you're looking at it too. So that's what's coming through there as well. Even if you haven't heard from your person in years or months, the memory of you flashed at them when the eclipse was happening. So with the Knight of Swords there, I feel like there is a potential that they're going to reach out, or they're going to tell you that on the solar eclipse, they thought about you and were wondering how you're doing. But also with the bear energy, and of course the cactus. Cactus thrives in difficult circumstances. There's this energy of this person. When it comes to love, it's almost like they're unapproachable. They've got a certain surface level, and then if you go below that surface and see deeper, it's like immediately they're on edge. And you got deeper than anyone has got before, and then they felt they had to put the brakes on. They felt really scared, is what I'm being given here. This person's endured some very harsh environments or harsh experiences. They're a survivor, I just heard. They're a survivor. So this person, they may have told you, confided in you about something, but they've had to become comfortable to live life on their own terms and be on their own. So part of them feels like they don't need anybody. They're super independent. Look at that. This person may have also launched themselves into work or their career or their reputation, shall we say, for what it is that they're known for, financial. They're aspiring for a certain lifestyle, and it's almost like they put love to the side because they feel that love leaves or love lets them down in some way, and therefore they crave stability, but in other walks of life. Okay, so I do feel to some degree this person, it's like in the 3 a.m. thoughts, they feel a little bit stuck. They've built a lifestyle for themselves that feels a little bit empty or lonely to some degree. Not in all areas of their life. I feel this person tries to fulfill as much of their life as possible. This person is actually building their courage to really confess how they feel, but there's something here that has prevented them from doing that. I mean, the bear actually can indicate in the Lenormand deck power, someone who has been bullied, someone who is a leader, someone has a lot of strength, someone who is very protective, very protective influence, protecting their heart, someone who is very defensive as well. Bears are quite unapproachable. So again, the cactus with the bear is kind of showing me this person, they keep people at arm's length, or they have protective shields around them. So when people are so armored, let's put it that way, it tends to mean that they've had a very damaging experience at some point on their journey, and this person is quite closed off. So I can't actually locate. I can feel the energy of this person has been bullied when they're younger, but other than that, I can't find anything else. I'm going to pull some cards to see, but this person's like really closed off. They're a closed book. They don't let many people in, and their energy is almost like off limits at this time for sure. Thanks so much, Spirit Guides, God Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Taurians? What do they need to know? King of Cups. Okay, so King of Cups is an interesting energy. They're very charming. This person, they're learning to be more comfortable with their own skin and their emotions as well. This person actually deep down, they really honor love, and they respect the sanctity of love to some degree. I feel the Fool card, yeah, I feel this energy of this person emotionally maturing more than anything. But again, I feel it could be someone that they loved when they were younger, because I feel this person has loved and lost. So it could be a parental type figure. Doesn't have to be, but it could be. And it's like they had to grow up really early, this person. I feel the Fool card is telling me it's something from childhood. It's something, when they were younger that they experienced, when they were so innocent and free. It's like suddenly something happened. But again, I'm not being given any further information or energy. So it's obviously off limits, and I'm going to respect that. But, you know, I feel this person has almost had to be a provider or be someone who stood up in the family unit in order to provide or protect. And I mean, for some of you beautiful Taurians out there, your twin has a lot of family responsibilities. They're actually very serious about life. Even though they may be very fun to be with, very charming, they're actually deep down a very serious soul because they've had to be. So I feel for some of you, you could be dealing with someone who has family responsibilities and feels that they are, you know, giving themselves over to that at the expense of their own personal life to some degree. It feels like they couldn't invest in a relationship when they first met you fully. Okay. I mean, the King of Pentacles, this is a Taurian card, but also it tells me that this person was very serious about you. And they have a lot of respect for you. When the figure is on, it's really interesting. I really want you to be aware of this. I'm going to show you what I wrote down because I saw it before I started your reading, and I've just seen it in the water right now. And I just was about to talk about the stag, and I realized there's coins there hanging off the stag. So I feel it's relevant. I'm just going to go and get, basically, I don't say everything that comes up. I do a little meditation before I start your reading, okay? And it's like, how can I put that? Everything I see, I write it down in case it's relevant. If it comes up again in the reading, then it's relevant. But if not, I don't mention it because I don't want to influence the reading. I don't even look at it until such time as it comes up in the water there. But I hope you can read my writing. You probably can't. But it says double-sided coin. I saw like coins being flicked. And it's really interesting because, I mean, they're all the same figures on those coins. So it could almost be like, I don't know what's on the other side of them, but it could be like double-sided coin. It says double-sided coin being flipped. Then the coin folds. It's really odd the way I was being shown it, and I'm being shown it again. So I'm flicking a coin, and it's like every time it spins, I see the same, it's heads, whatever it is. It's, you know, and it's a figure on it, and it spins and spins, and then it starts to bend. Really weird. It says coin folds. So this could indicate, you know, you may feel that the relationship is risky to invest in, but also so does this person. It's almost like love is risky to invest in because it may change its shape or form in some way. So maybe this person has witnessed relationships changing or experienced some hardship, or even maybe divorce. This person has experienced divorce, either gone through it themselves or witnessed it in childhood with parents. So that was something that came out there. But I'm being shown that this could also be an omen for you. So it could be that in the next coming weeks or months, you're going to see like a double-sided coin. I know it's so random. I really love the random ones because it means it's not something you're going to see every day, and then you'll know that the message is absolutely for you. So look out for a double-sided coin, or it could be like a reel, you know, that you scroll through online, a double-sided coin being flipped. It's bending. I'm not sure if you're going to see a double-sided coin that bends, but yeah, maybe even your person had a double-sided coin or a coin that was somehow, you know, melted or bent in some way. So please take it as it resonates. May not resonate with everyone, but that's what I'm being given there. But that King of Pentacles indicates that this person, they have an affinity with you and you are on their mind, because this pile is how they feel about you. This person also sees you as super independent. There's part of this person who feels like to some degree you never needed them or you don't need them. Now, I want you to be aware, you keep doing you, my beautiful Taurians, because sometimes when a person feels like they're not needed or they feel that, you know, the other person, their energy is so independent, it can be almost intimidating. It's basically amplifying their feelings of low self-worth or low self-esteem or feelings of that they're not enough. So I feel this person, to some degree, there is some insecurity going on there. But also I feel this person, it's, you know, I get this sense that they need to be needed because their family or whatever circumstances they had to be responsible. So they always feel like they need to be needed. But at the same time, they're so detached that they almost like give off this air of not being fussed whether they're needed or not. It's this person's quite a conundrum. Okay, I'll always be honest and say they're very hard to tap into, or this is exactly what I'm getting, but this person's really hard to tap into. Nine of Pentacles tells me that this person is super independent, self-efficient. They're focusing on their plans. And, you know, I feel like they're all about security. They're all about stable life, building a life of luxury. I mean, this person, they really are focused on money at this time, or the good life, shall we say. It doesn't always have to be money. It can be they're focused on creating a life of luxury. And I feel, because that card has shown up there, that King of Pentacles, they actually visualize you in it. But at the same time, they're single, they're very reserved, they're very, like, not standoffish, but they're very, you know, sometimes, basically, I was given the word aloof just now, but I want you to be aware that sometimes the shyest of people, sometimes they come across as aloof, because they feel very insular and they find it difficult to break out of their shell sometimes. You know, I have friends who are super, super shy. And with me, because we've known each other for such a long time, they're really gregarious, they're outgoing. But when they meet a new person, it's almost like shut down. That person has left the building, their body's there, but their essence has somehow become non-existent. And whenever people meet, one friend in particular, they always say, wow, they're so aloof. You know, I can't really vibe with that person. I'm like, oh my gosh, they're just really shy. And they're the nicest person you could ever meet, but they are crippled with shyness. So I'm feeling something like that from this person rather than them being like super egotistical. Okay, so I just want to make that aware. Now, the outcome energy, we do have the man. Okay, now male or female, this is not a gender-specific reading. This is your person's energy because we flip it when we do the outcome energy. And the man, it indicates action. It is the masculine energy of doing in the Lenormand deck. So this indicates this person is trying to make a difference in their life. They're trying to turn things around. They are trying to take some level of action in order to change their circumstances, okay? So I definitely see this person is having an awakening of some sort, and I feel it's number 28. When you reduce it, 2 plus 8 is 10, of course. So I feel this person, they're ending some negative cycles in their life in order to create a new beginning. So with the Knight of Swords, I mean, even if you look up the meanings of the cards, you'll know that the energy is reflected also in the meaning of the card. This card literally means that they are making some lifestyle changes, that they are actually trying to cut out negativity in their life or cut out anything that has the potential to ruin their happiness. Because I feel this person has been caught up in a narrative from the past that has influenced your relationship. I feel this person allowed their stuff, their baggage, to get in the way of this true connection. With the Knight of Swords, this indicates that this person is adapting to a new way of thinking and behaving. But we also have the Devil card here. So with these two cards, I'm getting two different energies. So I'll have to pull a card just to clarify, because the first energy I'm getting is that this person is tempted to, you know, fall into a cycle of repeat where their words don't meet their actions. That's one of the patterns that this person tends to fall into. They don't want to let anybody down. It's just that they almost allow life to get in the way of certain things that they want to do, and they get tempted to just, you know, get stuck in that past narrative. So remember, we all have choice. So this person's choosing what they want to do in that moment. And I feel sometimes we are not aware of the repercussions of what our actions are, but we certainly are aware of the action that we're taking. So I feel, you know, this person is starting to have a bit of an awakening of how their actions actually influence this connection. So I do feel to some degree with the swords, because swords are all about truth. This card is about truth. It's about peace. It's about taking action in order to resolve a situation. So I feel in the future, This person will want to reach out to you, but I have to pull some cards on it. But because the Devil card is still present, I would say this person's still not ready for a relationship. So I feel this person hasn't quite ended that cycle of repeat yet. There's still some fear. Potentially this person's trying to, kick addiction to the curb in some way. Not all of you are dealing with someone who has addictions, but I feel this person is trying really hard and they will overcome it. They will overcome it. They are strong enough to do that, and they have the power to do that. So I definitely see them working through that as well. Also, I feel this person is embracing a little bit more creativity in their life. This is a bit of an aside energy, but it's helping them cathartically remove some emotions that have been stuck in them for some time. Now, we all go through difficult experiences, of course, so this is not really me saying, boo-hoo, they had a bad time, it is what it is. I'm just trying to understand how experiences from our past, and this happens for all of us, they influence how we feel and how we operate through life. And some of us are better than others at sort of acknowledging it, processing it, and making sure that it does not govern our future happiness or, prevent future happiness. And others are not so good at resolving those things. Of course, it also depends on the experience. Now, also some of you, I feel this person, the second energy I was getting with that combination is this person's going to send you a really naughty kind of message, really flirtatious kind of message where you're going to be like, what? Part of you is like, it's like you're excited about the message, but at the same time, part of you is like, no, I'm not just, a person that you can pick up and put down whenever you want. I'm not a light switch. You don't get to turn me on and turn me off whenever you fancy. We need to have an honest, open conversation and try and resolve some things if indeed you do want to resolve things, because we all have free will, my beautiful Taurians. It's all up to you what you want to do. But the Sun card, yeah. So this person's having an awakening. They're going through a period of personal development and growth. When a person keeps coming back, each time they come back, it's because they've moved a little bit more forward on their path and they think they're ready. They think they're there. So they're reaching out to the person they really want to be with. But then they realize old habits die hard, and then they get back in a cycle of repeat, and then they withdraw again because they're like, oh, it didn't go the way I hoped, or it's not finished yet. I need to go back to the drawing board. So this person, I feel, is trying. Also, I feel this person will reveal something about their childhood to you during this next exchange, okay? And I feel it's almost like a weight off their shoulders and helps them release something to kickstart a bigger healing journey for them. Will you hear from this person? This card is a card of conversation, honest conversation that takes responsibility or accountability for actions, and there is truth there. I feel this person wants to fight for the union. However, deep down, they're still attached to something, okay? I'm just going to pull a card on this one card just to see what that is, because this is a binding of their own, okay? I feel this person has held themselves back, fear of intimacy. It's like they're trying to control themselves. When you get the partnership card of the bear with the devil card, that's all about control. It's all about trying to keep a tight rein on their emotions. And with that King of Cups that came out there, I feel this person's right now examining those emotions to try and respect that emotions are there for a reason. Look, we got the King of Cups again. So, yeah, I feel like this person is really looking at their emotions and their love for you. The King of Cups is the highest love that love has to offer. But it's almost like either this person has had an experience in love where they felt it was a trick. And I'm talking about all types of love. I'm talking about love for family, love for friends. I feel this person that I'm dealing with here, that I can feel, this person's lost someone really dear to them. And they've promised themselves that they're not going to get attached to a person as deeply ever again. because they've learnt that love to some degree is a trick, or love leads, or love is taken away from them. With the level of control that I feel from this person, they have had someone dear taken away from them. So I feel someone may have transitioned or passed to this person. I'm sending a huge hug out there, especially if you're a cross watcher, for example, and you've gone through this. I'm sending you so much love. But if anyone is dealing with that, I'm sending you a huge hug for, you know, more healing. And words really don't kind of express all the love and care that I want to send out there to you. But I wish I could scoot you all up and just give you a huge hug. Life is hard. Life is difficult. And, you know, there are certain things that we all have to experience at some point. And yeah, it's hard. Okay, so with respect, I'm going to move away from that energy and focus a little bit more on what's happening next with your twin. So I feel this person, they're kind of trying to work out right now, is it lust? Is it love? This person knows it's love. They see stability with you. They see a life of care, comfort, devotion with you. But right now, you're putting your own needs first, my beautiful Taurians, and you're cautious. And you have every right to be, because this person, they're not ready to give love yet. Remember, the cup of love, it starts with the self first. And if there is fear, codependency, trust issues, addictions in that cup, even control, you know, we exchange the cups. So it's really important to recognize if someone has self-loathing or doesn't love themselves fully yet, they can never truly love another person. And I feel that's where your person's at right now. They're trying to resolve this within themselves. Now we do have the star energy for you as your outcome. So this is a card of healing, enlightenment, connecting to your true hopes and wishes. So you really have to ask what you're wishing for. As I said, really, I don't see you waiting for this person, especially since you've got the King of Pentacles there. I feel like you're actually putting your own needs first, focusing on your own life and creating stability and prosperity in your world. You're attaching yourself to a lot of abundance at this time as well. So I really feel like it's interesting. I've just seen that this almost looks like a coin as well, and there's kind of like half of it or just a third of it kind of missing there. So there's something about coins for sure that you may want to look out for over the next coming weeks and months. But we've got number 6 there at the bottom, and we've also got number 16. Now number 6 is the Lover's card. And number 16 is, of course, the Tower energy, which is a breakthrough. It's a liberation out of a stuck cycle of repeat. You may be shocked to hear from this person, even if you haven't heard from them in quite a while. You'll be shocked that you hear from them. And if you have heard from them recently, they may have said some things that have made you feel a little bit uncertain about the path ahead. Tap into your intuition at this time. With the star energy, you will gain a lot of clarity. You will know the way. You must listen to your heart. But ultimately, you're here to focus on your mission, your true life's calling, until such time as your person has spiritually evolved. But by then, I mean, looking at the cards, the High Priestess is a card of withdrawal, to really develop spiritual gifts, to tap into your higher self. And the High Priestess, historically, the High Priestess is mute. In silence, she knows her heart. She contains the mysteries of the universe. So I feel right now you're making yourself a little bit scarce. You're almost like presenting a mystery to your person because they really don't want to lose you. But at the same time, they're finding it hard to resolve some things within themselves. And I feel like they don't really want to bring you into it. That's their way of thinking at this time. And right now, I don't see you waiting. There's a ship there, so I feel like you would be ready to launch this journey of love and life with this person because you do actually feel like a psychic bond between you and this person as well. It's almost like you know deep down this is not resolved. It's unfinished business with this person. However, I feel there's someone also waiting in the wings to take, you know, another journey of love with you. So I feel like you will have a choice. I feel there's someone new coming in that you will have to choose whether you want to be with that person. And of course, your twin will reach out as well, probably at the same time. That's what usually happens. But trust your heart, trust your knowingness, and you will make the right decision for you. But right now, I see you choosing you, okay? So I have to say, your twin, they're trying to work their way back to you, but they're not there yet. So yeah, I would say that there is a potential for healing in this, but it's much later down the line, okay? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Taurians? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them? Can you please show them what they need to see regarding this twin flame connection? They've asked for one more shuffle, so I'm giving it. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Okay, so this is a wonderful deck there, the Heart and Shadow Oracle by Healing Days. And it's basically, you know, the things that have been left unsaid so far. And it says, I have issues and I don't deserve your love. So we've already addressed that in this reading. So I definitely see it kind of clarifies what's been coming through. You inspired me to be a better person. I definitely see that. I feel there's something here where this person felt like they didn't have much to offer you. And it's almost like they thought if they got a good job or, you know, set themselves up financially or, you know, became someone of status that you'd be impressed. But actually, I feel you just wanted the simplicity of their love. You know, you just wanted to be seen, understood. You just want to know why this person has denied their feelings. And they have. I mean, look, I denied my feelings. That came up in the reading as well. And please give me time to open up. You know, with this one, I have to say, my beautiful Taurians, I feel like you've given them a lot of time to open up. I feel they have been struggling with trying to be vulnerable, to open themselves up to that level and depth of intimacy. Remember, we can only meet each other as deeply as we have met ourselves. And I feel this person, they've refused to do the work and they've been scared. They've avoided the work because it means really sitting with some really difficult experiences and emotions that they wanted to forget. That's what's coming up there. And also, hurting you was never my intention. I think I did mention that. I think there was an energy that came through there regarding that. And yeah, this just kind of underlines that. That's one of the energy bursts that came through in this particular reading. I'm just going to go and get a trinket or a rune before we close. Oh, we got, oh wow. So we've got two coming out, a trinket and a rune. Now the first one is, of course, the gift rune. And if you look up what this actually means, it means love, divine union, and that, you know, there can be a fortunate turn of events that changes this dynamic. So I feel, you know, this person still has a lot of work to do. But again, you get on doing you, living your wonderful life. And when the moment is right, the universe will orchestrate that meeting between you both to come together. And then you get to choose whether you really want to take this journey of twin flame or leave it behind. And the trinket is the two hearts entwined. So you're both linked by a cord. There's a lot of love, a depth of love there. I feel that it's almost like you're trying to put your emotions on hold or you're trying to push them down in order to move on. But, you know, unless you cut the cord with this person, they will always be a present force in your life, okay, is what I'm seeing there as well. So this also may be a sign that you'll see in the next coming weeks, I'm being told by my guides. So look out for two hearts entwined. You may see them like in the mall. You may see them like on a reel, on the TV, on an advert, on a tattoo. When you see that, I feel a couple of weeks later after seeing that, then you're going to hear from your person, okay? So look out for the signs. That song did not come up again, which is unfortunate. But if I try and scour the internet and see if I can find what it possibly could be or sounded like, then I'll definitely drop it in the comments box below, okay? So I hope something resonates here for you, my beautiful Taurians. If it does, please like and subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Taurians, and love and light.